All right, take a look at this. You've probably seen this screen, what, a million times? It's so familiar we just kind of tune it out, right? But what if I told you that this simple little page is actually one of the most important gateways you use every single day?
No, seriously, think about it for a second. This isn't just some boring login page. This is the front door to your entire digital life. It's what stands between the world and your emails, your photos, your private documents, basically your whole online identity. And every single thing you see here, every box, every little link, it's all there for a very, very specific reason.
So if we're going to understand this door, we've got to start with the key. Because let's be real, what you're using here, it's way more than just a password for your email. It's like a digital master key.
You see that phrase, use your Google account, everywhere, right? But what does that really mean? It means you're using one single, super powerful key to get into a ton of different digital rooms. We're talking everything from your YouTube history to where you've been on Google Maps. The whole shebang is locked behind this one single door.
And that box, the one where you type in your email or phone number, that's not just some empty space on a web page. That is the lock. It's literally built to accept only one specific key, yours. Any other key? Nope, rejected. It is the absolute first line of defense.
And then there's this little guy, the forgot email link. This is basically your built-in emergency plan. Think of it as your friendly digital locksmith. So if you ever lose your key, this is how you prove you are who you say you are. Get a new key cut and get back into your digital home, safe and sound.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk security. Because this page has its own pretty sophisticated security system built right in. It's designed to protect you, especially when you're not at home. And the best part, the warnings are hiding in plain sight.
Now, this is really interesting. Look at how direct this warning is. It's literally telling you to stop and think about where you are. Are you in a safe, trusted space like your home? Or are you somewhere your key could, get into the wrong hands?
And this is the critical difference, right? Using your key on your own computer, well, that's like locking your front door from the inside. You're safe. But using it on a public computer, like at a library or a hotel, that's more like using your key out in the open, in a crowded public square. You've got to be a whole lot more careful.
What's cool is that the page doesn't just throw a warning at you and walk away. It actually gives you a clear 3-step security plan. Step 1, use a private window. Step 2, sign in. And step 3, and this is the big one, close everything when you're finished. This is how you make sure you don't accidentally leave your key just sitting in the lock for the next person to come along and find.
All right, so we've talked about the key and security. Now let's get into the rules of the house. Because just like renting an apartment, getting access to this digital space comes with a few conditions, and they're not hidden away in some secret file. They're sitting right there at the bottom of the page. See those 3 little links down there? Help, privacy, and terms? Yeah, those aren't just legal mumbo-jumbo you can ignore. You can think of them as the lease agreement for your digital life. Seriously, they spell out your rights, what you're responsible for, and exactly how your data is handled inside this digital house. And here's the kicker. This is like the invisible handshake. Every single time you type in your info and hit next, you're basically saying, I agree. You are reaffirming your commitment to that contract. It's you saying, yep, I get the rules of the house and I'm cool with them. So all of this, it brings us to one final and honestly maybe the most important question you should ask yourself whenever you see this page, and that is, who else has a key? You hold the master key. Sure, and that create account link, that's for making a brand new one. But think about it. How many times have you used your existing Google key to sign into some other app or website or service? Every time you do that, you're essentially making a copy of your key and just handing it over. So from now on, when you land on this page, I want you to see more than just a login screen. See it for what it is, the front door to your entire digital world. See the lock, see the locksmith, see the built-in security system. And before you turn that key, just take a second and ask yourself that one really critical question. You've got the master key, but who else did you give a copy to?